You're watching the Maggi Tax and Financial Show.
We're going to talk about something that you all do that's very unique, the Maggi Plan. Give us an overview, if you will. What is the Maggi Plan?
Regular viewers know that I'm passionate about financial security because I work with people who have lost money to scams.
And the horizon is also an important tool when it comes to your financial strategy. If the horizon suggests something in your financial life that's likely going to change, we can work with you to make the necessary adjustments.
Hi, I'm Robert Maggi, and I am the founder of Maggi Tax Advisory and Financial Group. We are a tax and retirement income planning company providing income strategies to individuals and businesses. And I partnered with my son Chris to offer a team approach.
And I'm Chris Maggi. I'm the owner of Maggi Investment Services, and I am an investment advisor, representative, and a fiduciary. Maggi Investment Services is a fee-based registered investment advisory firm providing financial planning and third-party asset management. As a father and son team, we believe we have the experience to provide custom-tailored investment strategies to help you work towards achieving your financial goals.
And it is great to be with you today and every week. Chris and I are really looking forward to helping educate all of you. I'm excited about getting these topics about Social Security, about Medicare and tax planning, also about income planning, insurance planning, investment planning, and legacy planning. We call it complete planning, and we call it the Maggi Plan.
And these issues are for many of us heading into retirement, and some of you are already there. We'll be talking about a slew of issues related to retirement and sort of highlighting the pros and cons of each side. No decision is, or rarely, going to be an appropriate decision, and procrastination is not a retirement plan. It's just going to be a matter of individuals weighing the pros and cons. We take a holistic approach.
But we believe that simply knowing the pluses and minuses is a really important step. And the takeaways you'll get from every show this week and every week is to help benefit you. So you can understand the retirement language. You'll be able to formulate a plan, and again, we call it the Maggi Plan, that we believe is simple and easy to understand. And we believe this may help you make important financial decisions. So sit back and enjoy today's show. Be sure to visit MaggiTax.com for more information. And at 11 a.m., tune in at the Maggi Tax and Financial Show on 970 WFLA. So here we go, and welcome to the Maggi Tax and Financial Show.
You're watching the Maggi Tax and Financial Show with Bobby and Chris Maggi.
Welcome back to the Maggi Tax and Financial Show. I'm Jamie Malm, and joining me as usual are Bobby and Chris Maggi from Maggi Tax Advisory and Maggi Investments. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining. We're going to talk about something that you all do that's very unique, the Maggi Plan. Give us an overview, if you will. What is the Maggi Plan?
Maggi Plan is a plan that's simple and easy for you to understand. And why do we do that? Why? Because why have so much confusion? We don't need it. You know, I've been around in this industry for a long time, and I met with friends of mine who they talk about charts and graphs and this and past performance, and it's so complex. Let's make it simple and easy for you to understand because it provides confidence and clarity, and it jumpstarts you to do something in a positive way, get a hold of your retirement. We're in a yo-yo economy. You're on your own. You got to do something about this. You know, the days of the pensions are over. People have 401ks. Well, you see fluctuation of the 401ks go up and down. Many people have no idea how to manage that. Think about Social Security. Is Social Security going to be there for all of us? Maybe, maybe not. You know, we all have mixed feelings about that. So we're in a yo-yo economy. You're on your own. So come in and let's schedule a time to meet. But that's what we talk about, the Maggi Plan. So it's a tax plan. It's an income plan. It's an investment plan. It's estate planning. It's complete planning.
Let me tell you how that baby grew, okay? Because it's the way it happened in reality. I've been in this business a long time, and I started with Medicare and life insurance. And along the way, people say, well, Bobby, don't you do estate planning? You know, well, I need an attorney. I'm not an attorney. Do you do income planning? No, I don't do income planning. Do you do investment planning? No, I'm not series licensed. And then I started to think, why are we not complete? So when I talk about a complete plan, I'm talking about now as an advisor being complete with a tax plan, an income plan, an insurance plan, and an investment plan. Because when we talk to people, that's the nature of what we talk to them about. It's your plan. What don't you have? And what you don't have, we can help you with. Oh, that's pretty good. I don't have to go down the block and talk to the attorney? No, we can help. I don't have to go down and get another CPA? No, because we do taxes. So that's how that worked, the Maggi plans. And we say it's simple and easy to understand, but it is. Tax planning, we talk about it all the time. Who's going to do your taxes? How much tax are you going to pay? Okay. Income planning, people, do they think about how much income they're going to need? No, they just spend, and they spend more. What about saving? It's the same thing. And what about insurance planning? How many people have an IRA, 401k, 403b, and we always say it on the radio, is it insured? And they look at us and go like, what do you mean it's insured? Well, it's a taxable event. So when you pass it on, it's all taxable. Why don't we insure it so it's tax-free? So now that's your complete plan. That's how we got to the Maggi plan.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, many advisors out there, they just talk about investments and they don't talk about taxes or even how to transfer the asset from generation to generation. I mean, these are big deals, right? Big topics that many advisors should be talking about, but they're not. So we have the Maggi plan. So when you come in and meet with us, we can sit down and have a conversation. We'll look at your tax return, bring in your past couple of years' taxes. We'll evaluate that. That's our tax division. You know, maybe there's some advanced tax planning strategies to help you reduce your taxes. Maybe there's not, but we understand taxes. We do taxes throughout the whole year. What about your insurance? What if there's, my dad mentioned life insurance. There's different cash value life insurance. You can become your own bank. There's a lot of things you can do. You can have tax-free money. Who wants taxable money when you can have tax-free money? How do you get there? Do you want to do the things the old traditional way, or you want to be in control and start thinking outside the box? That's your tax-free buckets. What about your investments? Yeah, who's analyzing the risk you're taking with your investments? Do you have active management, or you just have a stock that you've been sitting on for 10 or 15 years? So what's your plan? What's your objective? What about your estate plan? We talked about enhanced planning. You know, do you want to leave your money to your kids, or you want to leave your money to Uncle Sam or to probate? What do you want to do? You know, that's your question that you need to answer. So when you come in together and meet with us, we're going to help you. We're going to ask these questions for you, not just what do you have, give me your investments, and here's what we can do. That's the retail guy. And if you want to meet with them, then you can. But when you want a plan, you deserve a plan. It doesn't matter how much money you have. You don't have to have millions of dollars to have a complete plan. You know, understand that. This is your money. You work hard for it. Do something with it where you can be in control, and that's what we do here.
And the biggest question we get when they come in, like the first thing they say is, I don't have a lot of money. It's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, do you have a plan? And if you don't, then we need to talk about it. And they're always embarrassed, like, I don't have that $1 million. I'm not asking you. We don't ask about the money. We're just asking about the plan. Do you have that? And if they say no, then that's how we can help them. That's how we got the Maggi plan. Simple and easy to understand, and it is, because we put it into your terminology, not mine. You know, I understand it. Chris understands it. But you're not going to care about the graphs and the charts and the past performance if your plan doesn't work. And that's the reality of when many people come in, older people. You know, they're almost embarrassed because they say, well, I don't think I can understand that. They can, and we've proven that they have. Just take the time to do it.
And education is so important. So if you're out there, you're never too old to get educated. You know, so
And
start
get the
right
Maggi
now
plan.
and get the Maggi plan. Come on in, let's have a conversation.
And if somebody's at retirement or they're very, very near retirement, they still have time to put this all together?
Totally, absolutely.
Even
Yeah.
in retirement. Just so you're retired, does that mean it's done? It
doesn't
no.
stop.
You
Yeah.
have to maintain this. There's cutting strategies out there. There's ways, new things are being developed each and every day to help you to reduce your tax. Taxes are changing. You know, the economy's changing. The world's changing. So is your investment plan changing? It needs to. It needs to be in cutting line on what you want it to do, and we can help. So visit our website at maggitax.com. You know, pick up the phone, schedule a time to meet with us. Let's get together. Let's have a conversation. You know, maybe we can help you, maybe we can't. But at the end of the day, then you'll know, and then you'll have confidence and clarity, and that's something that you need in retirement.
I'll tell you why, one last word. It's called legislative risk. And everyone watching the show, it's going to affect them one way, shape, or form, because every 2 years it changes. Every 2 years, new things come out. So you have to understand what the plan is. You fly a plane, you have to have a flight plan, right? You don't just go in the sky and circle around. It's the same thing with retirement. You know, it's not a joke. It's a plan, and you have to make it your plan. So we try to make it easy and call it the Maggi plan. Simple and easy. Say it. Simple and easy.
Simple and easy. I got it. And fair to say that once you get a plan in place, it's not done. It needs to be
No.
a plan that's constantly evolving, that's changing with
Yep.
where they're at in their stage of their financial life. So
Correct.
excellent information. Thank you both, as always, for joining today. And thank you all for joining. Stick with us. We're going to be right back with more of the Maggi Tax and Financial Show right after this.
You're watching the Maggi Tax and Financial Show with Bobby and Chris Maggi.
Pay less tax with Maggi Tax. Hi, I'm Chris Maggi, owner of Maggi Tax Advisory and Financial Group. Right now, you're paying more for almost everything. Let's put a stop to that. If you want to pay more to the IRS for taxes, you might be crazy, but that's your business. If you want to pay less tax, now you're talking, and that's our business. We've been helping Floridians reduce their tax bills for decades. Call us now for a free tax reduction analysis and enjoy paying less tax with Maggi Tax.
Welcome back to the Maggi Tax and Financial Show. Regular viewers know that I'm passionate about financial security because I work with people who have lost money to scams. The first scam is the Google Voice scam. If your phone number is online, like through a classified ad, you may be vulnerable to this one. With this scam, a con man will call you pretending to be interested in what you're selling, but they want to verify that you aren't the scammer. And they're going to explain that you'll soon receive a verification code from Google Voice, which is Google's virtual phone and texting service, and that you should read it back to them. But they're actually setting up a Google Voice account in your name, and that means they can now unleash scams while pretending to be you. To stay safe from this scam, simply refuse to share verification codes with anyone who asks. And remember, never share verification codes. The fake job scam is another fraud we're currently seeing a lot of. And with this one, the bad guys find your contact and personal details from resumes that you've posted on legitimate sites like Indeed. And from there, they'll pretend to be recruits and will call you. They'll email you and text you or even reach out on social media with offers of great paying jobs. The goal is to simply get additional information from you, but sometimes the goal is to trick you into sending money to cover phony home office setups or other fake fees. A good way to protect yourself from this one is to use a separate email address for job searches while also setting up a free Google Voice phone number that's going to ring through your phone. But that keeps your real phone number private. The Better Business Bureau and your state's Attorney General's office is another good way to make sure the company that's offering you a job is the real deal. The fake Amazon worker is yet another fraud that authorities are seeing a lot of today. In fact, a third of businesses' imposter fraud complaints involve bad guys claiming they're from Amazon. And older Americans are as much as 4 times more likely to both lose money and to lose more of it. This scam works because so many people use Amazon and have come to trust it. To avoid the Amazon scam, ignore any and all calls, texts, emails, and social media messages claiming to be about suspicious activity regarding your Amazon account. Also ignore any messages about raffles or unauthorized purchases. If you think you may have a real issue with your Amazon account, simply contact Amazon directly. I've had issues here and there with my Amazon account over the years. An incorrect purchase, a late or damaged delivery, that sort of thing. And each time I've had to contact them, I've very quickly connected with a real person who was able to easily help me with my problem. And don't hesitate to reach out to them for help. The local tax imposter is another frequent con job. With this one, a crook pretends they're from a state, county, or municipal law enforcement agency or a tax collection agency and tries to talk you into sharing personal information or to send money to settle your current tax debt. This scam is known to be particularly aggressive as the fraudster will use emails, phone calls, and even traditional postal service letters to threaten your driver's license or passport. And in some other cases, they'll pretend to be from a service that provides tax help. To avoid falling victim to this one, remember that legitimate tax agencies, whether the IRS or a town or county tax collector, do business through standard mail and will never ask you for things like passwords, bank account numbers, or credit card numbers. Another scam to be on the alert for is rental assistance cons. Listen to this. Nearly 600,000 older Americans were behind on rent payments as of mid-2021, making them particularly vulnerable to con artists who are pretending to be government or nonprofit employees. They're requesting personal information and even upfront money for things like applications. I find this one particularly upsetting because there's just something so awful about taking advantage of people who are already behind on their rent and who are feeling stressed and scared. So protect yourself from this one. Make sure you're only applying for legitimate rental assistance programs run either by government or nonprofit organizations. Visit cfpd.gov to find reputable organizations. You can contact my office at Maggi Tax or 833 Maggi Tax so we can discuss ways to maybe able to better protect your assets and financial strategy from these financial scams. We'll be right back with more from the Maggi Tax and Financial Show. Listen every Saturday at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 11 a.m. to the Maggi Tax and Financial Show, where we discuss retirement solutions and the Maggi Plan. The Maggi Plan is a tax plan, insurance plan, an investment plan, an estate plan, and college planning that is simple and easy to understand. Every Saturday at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 11 a.m. on 970 WFLA.
For a complimentary review, call 813-909-0022 or visit one of our 3 locations in Tampa, Palm Harbor, and St. Petersburg.
The search for an annuity that combines low risk and a guaranteed return is over. A multi-year guaranteed annuity provides a fixed interest rate on your contribution for an agreed upon period of time, up to 10 years. At the end of the accumulation period, you may receive the premium and the earned interest. It may be just what you need to help secure your ideal retirement. Let's meet to discuss if a multi-year guaranteed annuity is right for you. Visit our website at maggitax.com for more information or to set up an appointment.
You're watching the Maggi Tax and Financial Show with Bobby and Chris Maggi.
Hello and welcome back to the Maggi Tax and Financial Show. When navigating the horizon is an important indicator of what we're about to face. On an unseasonably hot fall afternoon, you can take a quick peek at the distant horizon to figure out if a storm may be coming. And when you're cruising down Route 66 in your RV, you can keep your gaze on the horizon for potential danger.
And the horizon is also an important tool when it comes to your financial strategy. If the horizon suggests something in your financial life that's likely going to change, we can work with you to make the necessary adjustments. An investment time horizon, or just time horizon, is a period of time one expects to hold an investment until they actually need the money back. That relates to retirement planning.
Time horizons are typically crafted around your goals. For example, if you want to save enough money for the down payment on a home in the next handful of years, that would be a short-term horizon. We refer to that as looking at this through a micro lens. What about thinking about long-term, and that relates to macro lens? It's all about how you look at things.
If you're still early in your career but want to begin building a nest egg for retirement, that's a long-term time horizon. Investments are generally divided into 2 categories, stocks and bonds. Stocks are considered riskier, and bonds are often considered less risky. So what is your risk tolerance?
So the longer the time horizon, the more aggressive you and your financial services professional may want to be, because you have time to ride out the ups and downs. If you need a shorter time horizon, you and your financial services professional may want to play things more conservative. Try embracing less risk options. When it comes to that short-term horizon, what kind of investments are we talking about?
Well, a short-term horizon is usually built around investments that you hope to last 5 years or less. These are investments geared towards folks nearing retirement or actually may need a significant chunk of money sooner rather than later. We refer to that as green money. Green money is money that you know will be there no matter what the market does.
Exactly. Money market funds, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, and short-term bonds are common options for short-term investments because you can quickly liquidate them into cash. And we refer to that as green money and safe money. So what does this mean for medium-term investments?
A medium-term horizon includes investments that you want to hold for around 3 years to a decade. Imagine saving for a college, a wedding, or a first home. As you've probably guessed, medium-term investments are designed to find a middle ground between high and low-risk assets. A medium-term horizon may contain a combination of both stocks and bonds that hope to guard your wealth without losing value from inflation. We refer to this as red money. You hope it will be there. So, okay, now we arrive at the one everyone's been waiting for, long-term investments.
So a long-term horizon is made up of investments that you want to keep maybe 10 or 20 years, and frequently even longer. We refer to this as bucket planning. Within the long-term horizon, a typical goal may be to help build retirement income. But if you have time before your retirement, you and your financial services professional may have the space to be prudently aggressive.
So in the end, a horizon can be your guide as you choose what kind of investment products fit your needs and ambitions. As your horizons change, you'll likely have less trouble adjusting your broader financial strategy because you've already been using your financial horizon to guide your ways for many years.
Many of you probably already know that any type of investment comes with a certain amount of risk, and that risk needs to be factored into your financial strategy. Think about it. Businesses often go broke, and sometimes borrowers default, and even an investment that seems unshakable can take a tumble in the difficult market that we're in.
So when it comes to evaluating investment risk, I think working with Maggi Tax Investments is one of the smartest moves you can make. Don't forget that as you learn about these different types of risk, think carefully about how each would fit into your personal time horizon.
Exactly. And the first is inflationary risk. And it's certainly one that's dominant the financial news for months now. Gas prices, food prices. It seems like the cost of everything is going up, up, up.
One way that it may be possible to reduce some inflationary risk is by utilizing securities designed to protect inflation. There must be a plan. If you're unfamiliar with those, it's a great time to meet with us.
So let's look a little closer at interest rate risk. This is simply the possibility of an unexpected interest rate increase that could eat away at investment gains. As with inflationary risk, this is often a particular worry for fixed income securities like bonds. In the last couple of years, I think we've seen a number of news stories about businesses going under. Sometimes it's been the mom and pop restaurant, but other times it's been a large company. So where does that situation fit into all of this?
Well, business risk is likely another element that you should be aware of. As the name implies, business risk is simply the possibility that a company might collapse or even go broke, causing the value of its stocks and bonds to crater. So while you don't need a business degree to understand that any company can go broke, you may be able to provide yourself with useful information by researching the history and business plans of the companies that you're using considering investing in. So consider not putting too many eggs in one corporate basket. I believe in the value of a diversified portfolio. And remember, if investing is a part of your strategy, you should only do it while working with a financial service professional like Maggi Investments and Maggi Tax.
Default risk is another important element outside of your time horizon that you should be aware of. This is the possibility that a borrower won't be able to pay what they owe. And this applies to bond issuers, but it's possible that it may also impact other debt instruments, debt-based securities. You may be able to shrink some of your exposure to default risk by working with Maggi Investments because we can help.
Market risk is the next and financial piece that we need to discuss. Market risk, it's in simple terms, the possibility that an investment could be harmed by speculative behavior, market crashes, or significant world events. Because markets historically trend up over time, market risk is often more of a threat to both short and medium-term financial horizons.
So it's important to remember that your financial time horizon is entirely unique to you and your situation. And there's certainly no one-size-fits-all solution. We have the Maggi plan. It's a tax plan. It's an income plan. It's also an insurance plan and an investment plan. We can help because interest compounds exponentially. A more distant financial horizon may present the opportunity to create larger profits than either a short-term or medium-time horizon. And that's why it's so important to begin saving for retirement as early as possible. Get the Maggi plan, simple and easy to understand. And we can explain the language and interpret it for you, a plan for you. And remember, even a little investment today could see outstanding returns if it has a couple of decades to grow.
And that's just it, putting together a plan. Time horizons are important, but they can also be a little tricky. We've mentioned financial services professionals throughout the show, but I just want to state again clearly that an experienced financial service professional can help you define your ideal time horizon. And to me, your time horizon and broader financial strategy are both too important to try and figure out all by yourself. That's why we call it the Maggi Plan. It's a plan that's simple and easy for you to understand. Put an advocate in your corner.
Contact our office today at MaggiTax.com or 833-MAGGI-TAX. Operators are standing by right now so we can look at your current financial strategy and discuss ways we may be able to help you protect yourself and your money from scams and other things that we've been talking about.
So we're right back with more of the Maggi Tax and Financial Show after this. Hi, Chris Maggi here. Your tax bill in retirement could be a lot larger than you think. Taxes will determine how much of your hard-earned retirement savings you actually get to keep. To learn how much your retirement tax bill is right now, visit MaggiTax.com. In 30 seconds, our free retirement tax calculator will show you what your current retirement tax bill looks like. Visit MaggiTax.com. The first step in lowering your retirement tax bill is to know what yours is. Find out in 30 seconds at MaggiTax.com.
Listen every Saturday at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 11 a.m. to the Maggi Tax and Financial Show, where we discuss retirement solutions and the Maggi Plan. The Maggi Plan is a tax plan, insurance plan, an investment plan, an estate plan, and college planning that is simple and easy to understand. Every Saturday at 5 p.m. and Sunday at 11 a.m. on 970 WFLA.
For a complimentary review, call 813-909-0022 or visit one of our 3 locations in Tampa, Palm Harbor, and St. Petersburg.
Pay less tax with Maggi Tax. Hi, Bobby Maggi, owner of Maggi Tax Advisory and Financial Group. Right now, you're paying more for almost everything. It doesn't have to be that way. When we say pay less tax with Maggi Tax, we mean it. If you want to pay more to the IRS for taxes, that's your business. If you want to pay less tax, now that's our business. Call us for a free tax reduction analysis and enjoy paying less tax with Maggi Tax. We hope we gave you all the information during today's show, all the pluses and the minuses, the benefits and drawbacks, as well as the considerations to make the best decision. We say your retirement decisions are too important to not do something. So the one thing that Chris and I always agree on is that you should make sure you're discussing these important decisions with a knowledgeable financial advisor or tax professional so that you can weigh them, that you can weigh the pros and cons of the different options against your specific goals and circumstances.
And we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to us by visiting our website at MaggiTax.com or pick up the phone, schedule a time to meet with us. Call 833-MAGGI-TAX. We have more topics that we'll be discussing in the upcoming weeks, and we sincerely hope that you're able to make better decisions because of the information you have learned here today. We thank you for joining us. Get the Maggi Plan. It's a plan that's simple and easy for you to understand. This was fun, and we sure look forward to doing this again.